everyone, welcome back to BioBreakthroughs, where biology meets innovation. Here's what's bubbling up in the world of biology this week. Let's dive in. Britain just launched a bold new project, building long stretches of synthetic human DNA. But why? To finally figure out what most of our genome is actually doing. This effort is led by Professor Jason Chin at the MRC Laboratory of Molecular Biology and is part of the UK's SynHG. That's the Synthetic Human Genome Project. The goal? To explore the dark matter of our DNA. That's the 98% that doesn't code for proteins, but might be crucial for regulation, structure, and evolution. The project also plans to build synthetic mitochondrial genomes, test virus-resistant cell therapies, and study how genes interact. And don't worry, there's strict ethical oversight baked in. No embryos, no human cloning, just science pushing the boundaries of what we understand about ourselves. They're not building humans, just better blueprints. It's like giving your DNA a software update, minus the crashing apps. Did you know if DNA were a book, only 2% of its pages would contain readable instructions? The rest is still being translated. And while the UK is decoding the present, India is digging into the past. Scientists in India have managed to reconstruct nearly half of the Neanderthal genome, using DNA from over 2,700 modern humans. By sequencing 2,762 Indian genomes, researchers found that more than 50% of our known Neanderthal genome is still preserved in Indian populations. They also discovered strong Denisovan ancestry, giving us fresh insight in ancient migration patterns and even disease susceptibility today. Did you know the average non-African human today carries 1 to 2% Neanderthal DNA, meaning you might have a little cave dweller in your family tree? Basically, we're not as modern as we think. Let's face it, some of us still lose a TV remote while holding it. From ancient genomes to ancient weather. You know the hazy morning fog that makes you feel a little philosophical? Well, turns out it may have helped invent life. Researchers at ETH-Zurich found that urea, a key nitrogen-rich molecule, can form naturally in fog and water aerosols. All it takes is carbon dioxide, ammonia, and tiny water droplets. No heat, no lightning bolts, just chemistry in the clouds. This supports the idea that simple natural processes could have sparked the first complex molecules on Earth. Urea is thought to be a major nitrogen source in early life formation. It's like nature beats chemists by billions of years. So yes, life may have started with a cold, wet sneeze. So from fog to fabrication, scientists have just 3D printed human pancreatic cells to help treat diabetes. Unveiled at the ESOC Congress, BioInk to print insulin-producing isolates, the same type of cells found in the pancreas. And they didn't just survive. These cells stayed alive and functional over 4 weeks in lab tests. This could be a game changer for people with type 1 diabetes, potentially reducing or even replacing the need for insulin injections. Basically, it's a pancreas patchwork, and it works. But did you know these isolates are poppy seed size and packed with thousands of insulin-producing cells? That's wild. At this rate, doctors may start prescribing printers instead of pills. Next up, a new player joins the cellular cast. Scientists have just discovered a brand new organelle in human cells, and they've named it hemifusome. Using cryo-electron tomography, researchers from UVA and the NIH found tiny dome-shaped structures budding off vesicles, not random debris, but structured features seen in up to 10% of all vesicles. These little guys may play key roles in how vesicles fuse, communicate, and move cargo. In other words, our entire understanding of how cells transport material could change. A whole new organelle, discovered in 2025. Did you know cryo-EM gives near atomic resolution? It's like an MRI for proteins. Cells, just when you think you know them, they pull out a secret room. Now let's zoom down to the bloodstream. Imagine robots the size of red blood cells that swim using light. Researchers at the University of Gothenburg have developed tiny disc-shaped microswimmers made from liquid crystal elastomers. When hit with a green laser light, they twist, flex, and move with precision. No wires, no batteries required. These light-powered bots could one day deliver medicine directly to targeted areas in the body, reducing side effects and improving treatment. Think of it as a high-tech microscope delivery service swimming through your bloodstream. It's a major leap for soft robotics and future medical therapies. And can you believe it? They're smaller than a human hair. They're like a microscopic Uber Eats powered by laser beams. From future bots to fast evolution, a new study shows that urban rodents like chipmunks and voles are literally evolving to keep up with city life. In just about 100 years, their skulls have reshaped with shorter snouts and broader jaws, likely thanks to diet changes and urban stress. Meanwhile, scientists studying wolf cubs preserved in permafrost for over 57,000 years found that their diets were packed with woolly rhinos, not scraps from early humans. So no, they weren't early dogs begging for leftovers. They were apex ice age predators. From city streets to frozen tundras, evolution is always at work, sometimes in decades, not centuries. To discover this, scientists actually studied the ice age wolves' stomach contents. Evolution, it's like a glow up but for survival. Let's wrap with a peek at this week's conservation efforts. In South Australia, scientists are relocating endangered pygmy blue-tongued skinks to cooler habitats to help them survive rising temperatures. Meanwhile, in the deep sea, mining operations in the Carlyon-Clipperton zone could disrupt sonar communication for whales and dolphins, threatening entire marine ecosystems. Climate change doesn't just melt glaciers, it melts ecosystems. Biology isn't just microscopic, it's global. Did you know these deep-sea mining zones are larger than the entire EU? Well, that's it for this week's BioBreakthroughs weekly update. Whether it's invisible organelles, light-swimming bots, or printers that spit out pancreatic cells, biology continues to surprise us. So, what blew your mind the most this week? Drop it in the comments. Like, subscribe, and bring your curiosity back next week. All articles are linked in the description if you want to dive deeper, because science waits for no one. But here on BioBreakthroughs, we'll catch you up every time.